Welcome to The Bold Encourager. I'm Rebecca. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. It just allows for me to get my positive, encouraging messages out to everyone. So today we're going to be talking about how to let go of shame. So let's get started. So today is an important topic. We're talking about shame. A lot of times we feel shame because we don't let go of guilt. Guilt is like the starting of something to know that we did something wrong. And that's okay to feel a little bit of guilt because it says that you have a conscience. But it's when you let it become shame because you don't let go of the guilt and it becomes something greater and bigger and it rules your life. So let's talk about the steps to get rid of shame and how important it is to let go of shame. Number one, you have to forgive yourself. You have to forgive yourself because if you hold on to unforgiveness of yourself, you tend to start to feel ashamed of who you are. Shame says, I'm not a valuable person. Shame says, I'm not good enough. Shame says, I don't deserve better. But when you let go of those things, you can find yourself in a better place. So forgive yourself for one, and apologize to the people you've hurt. Once you take accountability of what you've done and acknowledge it and apologize to other people, it will lighten your load. It will make you realize that forgiveness is plausible and that it's okay that you made a mistake, but you learned from it, right? And it helps you to commit to the change. Accountability, not being in denial, and recognizing that you can be better is all a part of being a better person and changing your bad habits. So let's go on to step 2. Now you need to also talk about it because if you don't talk about it, you will not do anything about it. So talking about it with people you trust is very important. Acknowledge that you do feel shame and that there are steps you're going to be taking to make yourself better and to let go of the shame. So the people you can talk to are a counselor, a life coach like me. You can also talk to a mentor. You can also talk to family or friend, people you trust, people you know that won't judge you through the process and that will listen and hear you out. So important to get with those people and talk about what you're going through, because if you're not going to do that step, you're not going to move forward and make changes in your life. Another thing is step 3, journal about it. I know for me, journaling has made a big difference in my life. When I write about things that I'm feeling or trying to understand, it honestly makes me kind of understand the concept a little bit better of why I'm feeling a certain way or why I'm doing certain things. So that's where you take ownership of it in your journaling, saying, I did this thing that was wrong. You're going to list the consequences that you faced when you did that action. You're going to also list the changes you're going to make to let go of the shame, to move forward from it, and also make changes so you don't hurt anyone else going forward. And you got to also write about your understanding of where it came from. Shame doesn't come from just anywhere. It usually comes from past hurts, past traumas. Sometimes it's mental illness. Sometimes it's just that you feel so guilty that you just can't stop thinking about it and it becomes shame. But you have to know where it originated from so that you can stop the shame in your life. And a lot of times, it's from the people we love the most that, they may have made us feel guilty our whole lives and they didn't intentionally do it, but they put that on us and it became part of what we're comfortable with. So we got to understand where it originated from and nip it in the bud. Let it go so that you can move on and let go of shame. Another thing is you got to find a little bit of self-acceptance. But self-acceptance is accepting, hey, I made a mistake. I'm a human being. I can be better. I can do changes. It's accepting who you are and knowing that you have struggles in certain areas of your life. But you're not going to say that you're a bad person because you have made mistakes. you're going to acknowledge you're wrong, but also acknowledge that you can be better in those areas and not harbor shame in your life. So, number one in self-acceptance, understand where you made the mistake. Understand where you made the errors. Learn from it, learn from the past, and be better. Make it more of a learning lesson instead of a let me just bash myself lesson and put myself down. That's not going to help you. That's not going to make you better. It's not going to stop you from making bad decisions. It's only going to help you make worse decisions if you harbor shame, because you're just going to try to cover everything up and it will never help you grow. So you have to come to an understanding of what you did and how you can move forward and be better. And now you also have to value yourself. Value who you are. Understand that you are unique in who you are, and you have good and bad. There's nobody out there that doesn't have flaws. And I can be just walk alongside you with that, because I have many flaws. I know what they are. I know I have to work on them daily. And I harbored so much shame in my life because I couldn't let go of the past. And I know that I am not a horrible person because I made bad decisions in my life. I know I am someone that always frequently needs to be better and work on myself. And so to come and understand that, I now value who I am as a person and understand what changes I need to make daily to become better, because there's never, ever going to be a time where you're perfect. Do not strive for perfection, but just strive to be better, because nobody is perfect. There's no such thing. Okay, so also thing is sometimes you feed yourself negative talk. So get rid of the negative talk. When you're talking to yourself, understand and kind of just encourage yourself to be better in areas that you know you're doing not so well in. But negatives that you're a terrible person, you're not good enough, you can't do this, that negative talk has to go, because you have to accept who you are to be better in this process. And you have to understand that you will make mistakes, but there is always a way to get going in the right direction and strive for better, like a better self, right? So always understand one thing. It is not about perfection. It is just striving to be better. And that's it, right? And if you just have that perception instead of perfection, you won't feel so overwhelmed that you have to do so much more. It's just one step at a time, one day at a time, and it will help you through this process. Okay, number 5, be thankful. I have found being grateful in all things has helped me as an individual to understand that I have a good life. It's not the perfect life. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles like some other people, but comparing it to someone else is not going to make me better in my area of being better with not holding shame. If we're thankful for the things that we have and we find gratitude in everything that we're given and that we are blessed with, then we are able to get past some of the things that aren't so great. You know, if you look at the good and you promote the good instead of the bad, it will help you start looking even more positive about getting through and past any kind of feelings of shame. Be thankful for the people in your life. Be thankful for the things you have, because those things are what brought you to this place in life. If you start finding yourself ungrateful for things, it will not help you in any of your processes. And so being grateful helps in any kind of process you're going through. So I highly recommend to be grateful daily. That's what I'm here for. I want everybody to find the gratitude and enjoy their life. And the way you get there is being grateful. When you are thankful for what you have, it's so much easier to enjoy your life. And you do not have to be in a place where you don't enjoy your life. That's not what life is about. So let's walk together in these processes so that you can enjoy what you have and love your life. And then the final step of this is to let it go. Let it go. It becomes kind of a crutch when you hold into shame. It becomes a burden. It becomes a heavy weight you carry on every day. So how do you let go? All the steps I just gave you. Let go of the past. Let go of guilt. Don't hold on to the guilt. When it gets there, do something about it. Make the changes you need to make you better so that you don't make the guilt become shame. Understand that difference between guilt and shame, and so that you can let it go before it becomes that big, ugly monster shame. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I truly appreciate your support. Also, please follow me on social media if you haven't followed me on social media. All the links will be down below. Every Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I will post a new Motivation Monday video, so you do not want to miss them. So go ahead and hit that notification bell. Well, I hope you have an amazing day, and I hope you stay encouraged.